Ojiugo unknowingly carried a curse, the touch of death. As the night wore on, something inside her whispered, "Hold on, Ojiugo. You are stronger than you realize." Ojiugo struggled against her bindings, her hands trembling as she finally managed to loosen the ropes, her heart pounding. She broke free from her captors who were fast asleep. She sneaked out of the hut and ran as fast as her legs could carry her. Ojiugo found herself lost and alone in the forest. Her eyes were wide with fear. Exhausted, Ojiugo saw a small hut that had no roof. With trembling hands, Ojiugo pushed the door open and collapsed on the dirt floor, her body tired from her ordeal. In the days that followed, Ojiugo made the hut her home. Lost for days in the jungle, without food, and her ankle throbbing with a dull ache, she went to look for food to eat. Tears spilled down her cheeks as she was going. Then, something magical happened. A cluster of flowers bloomed right where her tears had touched the ground. Curious, she knelt down and brushed her fingers over the leaves. To her surprise, they whispered back. The flowers seemed to vibrate in response, and a sense of calm washed over Ojiugo. These were no ordinary plants. They were magical herbs with the power to heal. Ojiugo planted more herbs, tending to them with care. She whispered soothing words to the seeds, urging them to grow strong, and they did. Ojiugo brewed potions that mended broken bones, healed fevers, and lifted spirits. Then one fateful afternoon, a choked sob shattered the usual symphony of chirping birds. Ojiugo left the hut to check what was happening. She stumbled upon a lost child, his eyes wide with fear and confusion. "What is your name?" Ojiugo asked the boy. "My name is Kachi," he replied. "Where are your parents?" she asked, with tears in the boy's eyes. He narrated how him and his parents were attacked by some group of men who killed his parents, but he managed to escape and found himself in this very thick forest. Ojiugo led him to her humble hut. She gave him food to eat and told him some jokes. Kachi's laughter filled the air. It reminded Ojiugo of her own son, Ikemefuna, who died mysteriously. The forest grew uneasy. Strange calls echoed through the forest. A lion roared. The monkeys fell silent. Ojiugo was filled with fear. Waking up suddenly, she realized that it was just a dream. She turned and found the boy missing, leading her on a panicked search until a chilling sight stopped her in her tracks. Ojiugo's heart skipped a beat as she saw Kachi lying motionless on the ground. But then she noticed something strange. She caught a glimpse of someone watching her from afar. But before she could focus her gaze, the figure vanished from her sight. A glow surrounded Kachi's body. She remembered the magical herbs and rushed to get them. With shaking hands, she made a healing potion and gently gave it to Kachi. His chest rose and fell. He was breathing. The potion was working. Kachi opened his eyes. Ojiugo hugged him tightly, tears of joy replacing her fear. Kachi's eyes twinkled with life, and he sat up, looking around in wonder. "Where am I?" he asked again, this time with a hint of curiosity in his voice. "You are in a hut in the middle of the forest," Ojiugo explained with a warm smile. "You were lost, but now you are found, and you are safe here with me." Kachi's face lit up with relief, and he hugged Ojiugo. "Thank you for saving me," he said, his voice muffled by her embrace. That night, they slept peacefully in the hut, the stars twinkling above them through the open roof. Ojiugo felt a sense of peace she hadn't known in a long time. She had found a new friend, and together they will face whatever comes their way. Then one day, Ojiugo left the hut to get some water. Deep in the forest, Ojiugo met a mysterious man named Mbaka. His eyes held secrets, and his voice resonated with ancient wisdom. He spoke of destiny, of choices that shaped lives, and of redemption hidden within suffering. "Ojiugo," he said, "your gift is both a curse and a blessing. To break free, you must journey to the heart of the spirit realm, the place where the lion-faced spiritualist resides. There you will find answers." Your mother, Nneka, desperate for a child, sought the help of a powerful spiritualist. This woman, with eyes like burning coals and a face resembling a lion, saw something extraordinary in you, a gift that could heal wounds, cure sicknesses, and bring life to the dying. Mbaka touched Ojiugo and told her to look inside the pot she was carrying. As she looked inside the pot, she fell into a trance. She saw herself when she was a baby. Ezendi, the wicked spiritualist Ojugo's mother took her to when she was a baby, examined Ojiugo with eyes as dark as storm clouds. "There is power," she rumbled, "but a wild one. Untamed, it could bring darkness." Nneka, Ojiugo's mother, gasped, picturing evil spirits. Ezendi, with a crafty smile Nneka couldn't see, promised a solution. He chanted strange words, swirling smoke around Ojiugo. Nneka, filled with relief, didn't notice the flicker of malice in Ezendi's eyes. She wasn't calming Ojugo's power. She was twisting it. She was planting a seed of bad luck, a curse that would make anyone close to Ojiugo fall ill and die mysteriously. Ojiugo unknowingly carried a curse, the touch of death. Years flew by. Ojiugo grew up in a lonely world. Animals sheared away, and other children's mother kept them far from her. Ojiugo never understood why everyone seemed afraid, but one day tragedy struck. Her beloved cat, who somehow stayed by her side, started losing fur and became weak. Ojiugo cried as her cat faded away. As Ojiugo snapped out of the trance, Mbaka said, "That's why your parents kept you locked up when you were a child. He told Ojiugo about her friend Heberi and her son Ikemefuna, who died mysteriously. He also spoke of Amadi, her husband, whose love had turned to anger, and the villagers who whispered tales of her being a wicked witch. Ojiugo's heart trembled as she listened to Mbaka's words. The truth weighed heavily upon her. She was both blessed and cursed. Her healing touch could mend broken bones and soothe aching souls. Yet it also brought sorrow and fear. With tears in her eyes, Ojugo listened as the spiritual man offered her hope. He told her that despite the darkness that had consumed her life, she still possessed a special gift, the gift of healing. With Mbaka's words in her mind, Ojugo got Kachi ready to return to her village, Eziama. She found Ezendi's home, hidden in the shadows. Taking a deep breath, she entered. Inside, the air was thick with smoke and darkness, but Ojugo stood strong, ready to confront Ezendi. Ezendi greeted her with a sinister smile, but Ojugo didn't back down. She demanded answers. At first, Ezendi refused to give her the answers she wanted. But when she saw that she would not be able to defeat Ojugo, she confessed. She admitted to placing a curse on her, which is the touch of death. Ojugo wasn't afraid. With a wave of her hand, she unleashed her healing power, breaking the curse. Leaving Ezendi behind, Ojugo returned to her village. She knew her journey wasn't over, but she faced the future with bravery and hope. When the villagers saw her, they were shocked and they whispered among themselves, I wonder why she came back to this village. What do you think? Hope she doesn't want to come and take away another life. They whispered among themselves. As Ojugo approached her hut, she opened the door and saw Amadi, her husband, lying on the mat, looking pale and weak. He had been sick for some time, and despite so many efforts, they hadn't found a cure. But with determination in her heart, Ojugo fetched her healing potion. She gently poured it into Amadi's mouth and washed his face, whispering words of hope and love. Then slowly, Amadi's complexion began to change. The color returned to his cheeks and his breathing steadied. With tears of joy in her eyes, Ojugo watched as her husband's strength returned. The healing potion had worked its magic again. Amadi sat up, looking at Ojugo with gratitude and wonder. In that moment, their bond grew stronger than ever before, as they realized the true power of love and healing that existed between them. And from that day onward, Ojugo's reputation as a healer spread far and wide. One fateful day, a villager named Adamma, desperate because her son Emeka was sick, remembered Amadi's story. Maybe Ojugo has a healing touch, she gasped. Nneka, Adamma's friend, sad about Emeka's illness, was unsure, but seeing Emeka's suffering, She agreed. When Ojiugo entered Adamma's hut, something strange happened. The heavy feeling in the air lifted. Emeka, weak and pale, looked at Ojiugo with a glimmer of hope. Ojiugo, feeling a warmth in her chest, knelt beside him and whispered comforting words, giving him some of her healing portion. The next morning, something amazing happened. Emeka's fever went away. News spread quickly. People desperate for a cure came to Ojiugo. She helped everyone in the village with her healing portion, gentle touch, and kind words. She brought hope and healing. Soon, everyone knew her as their beloved healer. Ojiugo's fame grew and her story traveled far. She became a legend of compassion and strength. The woman they once feared as the wicked witch now became their healer. The rejected stone has now become the cornerstone. Hi, here are some of the moral lessons from the story. Never lose hope. Even in tough times, there is always hope for things to get better. Never give up. Keep trying. Even when things seem difficult, you will succeed when you least expect it. Believe in yourself. Even if others doubt you, believe in your own abilities and strength. Kindness is powerful. Being kind and helping others can make a big difference in their lives. So let's be kind to one another. Don't judge based on appearances. Sometimes people who seem scary or different can be the ones who help us the most. Everyone has a purpose. Even if we feel different, we all have something special to offer the world. So let love rule. Thank you.